12th man, listen up because what I'm about to tell you is going to shake the very foundations of Lumen Field. Are you sitting down? Because you better be, because the moves happening right now in Seattle are absolutely mind-blowing. And every single member of our legendary 12th man army needs to know what's going down. We're talking about massive roster shakeups that nobody saw coming. We're talking about a master plan that's been years in the making, finally coming together like the perfect storm. And we're talking about moves so brilliant they're making other NFC West teams absolutely furious. The drama is real, the emotions are running high, and the implications for our beloved Seahawks are absolutely staggering. You know what gets me fired up more than anything? When people underestimate the genius of what's happening in the Pacific Northwest. While other teams are making predictable moves, our front office is playing 4D chess. And the results are starting to show in ways that will have you jumping out of your seat screaming, "Go Hawks!" But here's the thing, 12th man, and this is where it gets absolutely crazy. We're dealing with heartbreak and triumph all rolled into one explosive package. There's a defensive warrior who gave everything for this team, but got the shock of his life. There's an offensive line revolution that's been years in the making, finally reaching its crescendo. And there's a brilliant heist that just made our division rivals want to tear their hair out. The emotional rollercoaster you're about to experience is going to leave you breathless, angry, hopeful, and absolutely proud to be part of the greatest fan base in all of professional sports. We're talking about moves that will define not just this season, but the future of Seahawks football. Smash that like button if you bleed green and blue, drop a comment with your biggest Seahawks prediction, and for the love of the Space Needle, subscribe, because you do not want to miss what's coming next in this incredible saga. So buckle up, 12th man, because what happened to our defensive stalwart is going to break your heart before we reveal the master stroke that's going to restore your faith in everything. Are you ready to discover which beloved linebacker just became the biggest casualty of roster cutdown day? Patrick O'Connell, remember that name, 12th man. Because what just happened to this incredible warrior is going to make your blood boil with injustice of it all. This undrafted free agent, this absolute grinder who embodies everything we love about Seahawks football, just got dealt the cruelest blow imaginable on roster cutdown day. Picture this, you're a young linebacker who's been grinding for 3 years, paying your dues on special teams, showing up every single day with heart of a champion, and then you have the pre-season of your life. Patrick O'Connell was out there making tackles like his life depended on it. 12 total tackles, dominating in every opportunity he got. And in that final preseason game, 7 tackles. This guy was playing like his jersey was on fire. The most heartbreaking part, he was getting first-team defensive reps when the starters were hurt. The coaches saw something special in him. The 12th man was starting to notice his name, and everything seemed to be lining up for his big breakthrough moment. This was supposed to be his year, 12th man. The year where the undrafted underdog finally gets his shot to show the world what Seahawks' heart looks like. But then Tuesday happened, and the cruel reality of the NFL hit like a sledgehammer to the soul. Despite carrying 8 linebackers, count them, 8 on the 53-man roster, our beloved Patrick O'Connell was shown the door. The team kept Derek Hall, Jared Ivey, Ernest Jones IV, Tice Knight, Boy Mafichan Wosu, Connor Toole and Drake Thomas. But somehow there wasn't room for the warrior who had been grinding longer than most. Bleacher Report didn't mince words. They called him the Seahawks' biggest loser from roster cutdown day. And honestly, 12th man, that title should make us all furious because this kid deserves so much better. 3 years of proving himself, 3 years of being the consummate professional, and he gets rewarded with a practice squad spot while watching 8 other linebackers take the roster spots he fought so hard for. But wait, 12th man, because this heartbreak is just the beginning of a story that's about to take the most incredible turn you could ever imagine. What if I told you that while we were losing one warrior, our mastermind GM was executing a plan so brilliant it would make you forget all about this disappointment? Hold on to your Seahawks jerseys, 12th man, because what I'm about to tell you is going to make you realize that John Schneider isn't just a general manager. He's a straight-up genius who's been playing the long game while we've all been worried about the short term. For 15 years, this man has been building something special in Seattle. And while 2024 might not have been his finest hour as the man in complete control, 2025 was shaping up to be his absolute masterpiece. We're talking about a complete transformation of the most important unit on our team, the offensive line. And the 12th man is finally coming together like the most beautiful symphony you've ever heard. Remember all those years of watching our quarterbacks get demolished behind Swiss cheese offensive lines? Remember wondering why we couldn't just get 5 decent guys to protect our most important players? Well, John Schneider remembers too, and he's been methodically, strategically, brilliantly building the solution piece by piece. Charles Cross at left tackle, that first-round pick from 2022 who's already proven he's a stud. Then we've got rookie Grayzell at left guard. And this kid isn't just good, he's potentially great. But here's where it gets absolutely incredible. For the first time in maybe forever, Schneider's vision for the offensive line is actually taking shape exactly as he planned. Abraham Lucas is healthy and ready to dominate at right tackle. This third-round gem from 2022 has been battling injuries, but when he's on the field, he's been outstanding. And Anthony Bradford, the guy who's been struggling to live up to his 4th-round draft status under new offensive line coach John Benson, he's having the training camp of his life. We're talking about complete dominance in preseason action. But wait, there's more. Jalen Sundell at center, an undrafted free agent who Schneider saw something special in, and he's got college chemistry with Gray Zabel from the days at North Dakota State. The entire offensive line is made up of players on rookie deals, players that John Schneider either drafted or signed. And if this plan works out, he's going to look like the smartest man in the NFL. The hiring of John Benton as offensive line coach is pure genius. This man has spent decades creating efficient units, and he's already working magic with our guys. Anthony Bradford is playing like a completely different player, and that's the kind of coaching excellence that transforms good teams into great teams. Man, this is what building a championship foundation looks like. This is why we trust the process, why we believe in the vision, and why 2025 is going to be the year everything comes together in the most spectacular fashion. But if you think that's impressive, wait until you hear about the absolute heist that just made our biggest division rivals want to throw their playbooks in the trash. 12th man, what I'm about to tell you is going to make you jump up and down with pure joy, because our brilliant GM John Schneider just pulled off the most savage, most brilliant division rival heist in recent memory. We're talking about a move so perfect, so calculated, so absolutely ruthless that the Los Angeles Rams are probably having emergency meetings trying to figure out how they got played so hard. Meet Chris Paul Jr. But here's the absolutely insane part. He was a 5th-round pick for the Rams just months ago. The Rams used valuable draft capital on this linebacker, brought him into their system, and then made the most boneheaded decision in franchise history by waiving him during final cuts. Can you believe the arrogance, the sheer stupidity? But here's where it gets absolutely delicious. 12-man, John Schneider was waiting like a predator in the shadows. The moment the Rams made their catastrophic mistake, our mastermind swooped in and snatched Paul Jr. right from under their noses. We essentially got a free 5th-round pick because the Rams were too impatient and too foolish to see what they had. The Rams thought they could just waive him and get him back on their practice squad. The audacity. But Paul Jr. had other plans, and those plans involved coming to Seattle, where real organizations know how to treat talent with respect. He was nursing an injury during training camp which hurt his standing with the Rams, but undrafted rookie Sean Dole somehow jumped ahead of him. Are you kidding me? Now, here's the beautiful part. Paul Jr. is going to start on our practice squad, but the long-term vision is absolutely magnificent. He's going to develop behind starters Ernest Jones 4 and Ty Knight. I'm with Mike McDonald's, defensive genius. This kid is going to become everything the Rams thought he could be, except he's going to be doing it in the most beautiful green and blue uniform in all of sports. Depth has been an issue at linebacker, which is exactly why moves like bringing in Chaz Sir and now stealing Paul Jr. from our division rivals makes perfect sense. We're building a linebacker core that's going to be nasty. And the fact that we got a fifth-round talent for absolutely nothing is the kind of move that championship teams make. 12 men. This is what happens when you have a front office that thinks 3 steps ahead while other teams are still figuring.